Okay, let me see. We are for the first time doing the weekly guidance reading that I do over on Facebook, here on TikTok. And we are just starting our live over on Facebook now. So we're doing both. Um, good, good, good. I am not seeing the comments over on Facebook. Here on TikTok, say hello. Let's keep those fingers crossed for technical support from the other side. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Come on in on Facebook. Come on in on TikTok. I am so happy to be here. We have so much to talk about after that last night's full moon. We're still in this full moon energy. We're into the lunar eclipse. Oh, good. Excellent. I see the comments rolling in on both. I'm so happy that you guys are here. To my Facebook land, you know that I am here every Monday, 6-ish. We're a little bit early today. That to-do list is still pretty long for this time of day, so we're trying to get this done. And for the first time on TikTok here, I am streaming our weekly guidance video. So this is a video that I have been doing for the last, what is it? Almost 10 years. I think 9 years, 8 years, almost nine, where I come on once a week and we do a weekly forecast. We pull some cards and whatever it is that we need to know coming in that week is posted. Replay is also posted on YouTube. So if you want to have another view, you can check out on Facebook or you can check out on YouTube for the replay, because this is definitely a reading that you want to come back to as the week starts to progress. So let's get into it. A few housekeeping things that we have on the go. First is a reminder that we are starting our 6-week online experience for connecting with your spirit guides. This is a 6-week class that I am running starting this Wednesday. All the details are over on my website, angelacullen.com, under the store tab. If this is something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out any questions. Hey, Kathleen, are you excited for Wednesday? And don't forget, if you have already signed up for the class, email after email has been sent out. There are still 2 people that I can't even find you. You're not getting my emails. I cannot find you on my socials. So reach out to me if you haven't gotten the link for the class and that you have signed up for this 6-week class. Like I said, if you're interested in it, if you're wanting to get that basis, it's a beginner level class of what are spirit guides, what are angels, why is that important, why would I want to integrate that into my life, how do I talk to them, what are they good for, what can I use them for, how can they help me, how do they affect my life. This is the class for you. It's fun, it's interactive, we have a built-in community, and so I'm really happy to get back into that. Really excited for just the fall, because like learning to me goes hand in hand with the fall, right? Getting cozy, being in our jammies, learning, sharing ideas, having epiphanies, like that is my definition of a good time. So I'm so excited. um September 18th, I have a Messages from Spirit online experience. I just did a little video here on TikTok. I am going to share it on Facebook just a little bit. I see a lot of people asking questions like, what is it? Right? A gallery style reading means that I am opening up to the room and whomever is coming through, versus if you were to have a private session, it'd be like a one-on-one experience. Okay. And so not everybody is guaranteed a reading. The price of the event reflects it. It's like $23 to join for the evening. You get to tune in from Zoom, so the comfort of your home. You have your camera on or off, doesn't matter to me. And so it's a really great way to witness spirits, a really great way to have a chance to receive a reading. I always try to pride myself in getting as many messages as I can through in that short amount of time without feeling like I'm rushing you. But this is something that is really great. I know a lot of people just love being with spirit. We feel so much better when we're in that energy. So depending on, people tune in for all different reasons, right? And so again, everything's over on my website, especially my TikTok people. The scammers be scamming. There has to be at least 12 different accounts that are claiming to be me. I will never inbox you. I will never message you. I will never ask you for money. There is only one way that you can book in with me. and it doesn't involve you communicating with me. You do it yourself. It's self-serve, okay? So please be aware. I'm getting a lot of messages of people being scammed. I think someone yesterday was scammed out of 75 bucks, and like nobody has that to be just throwing around, okay? Throwing away. And then again, the Intro to Oracle MasterCard class is October 22nd. So that's a one evening class where you tune in. And don't forget, there's always replay available for any of my teachings. And so really excited to teach that class. A lot of people love that. It's a fan favorite as well. And I'm excited to see what this week's energy is because like I said, we just went through a full moon energy yesterday. We're in eclipse season. We're kind of smack dab in between two eclipses right now. Some of you may be like, oh, this is amazing. I think for the majority of you, you're kind of like, so a lot of things are coming up with this full moon and eclipse. What is happening is, remember last week on the weekly guidance, we talked about how there's opportunities for you to see how far you have grown, opportunities for you to see how far you have come, okay? That is very much the vibe of this full moon going into eclipse season, okay? It's very much the vibe in the sense that things are coming up. And I think that it's triggering or it may be causing a temporarily lapse in the sense of realizing how far you've come. I think you revert a little bit and then there's this kind of challenging it. But like, oh no, that's not how I feel anymore. That's not how I'm going to choose to act. I'm not going to feel less than. And so it really is this opportunity for you to see how far you've come. But if you're feeling a little bit anxious, if you're having broken sleep, if you're finding yourself irritable, if there's a lot of stuff coming up, especially really in the relationship area, family area, communication styles, that type of stuff, that really seems to be what's lifting out with us right now, which is amazing because we are moving into a really beautiful abundance season where we are now clearing out to make the room for the new coming in. Even today's daily card here on Facebook was about the new opportunities, new experiences, new lifestyles, new ways of living, new ways of looking is so important. Yes, in the 9/9 portal tomorrow, like it's like finally happening, you know? We have been waiting a very long time is what it feels like, for to get some momentum and to get some change. And I think that it's coming in a way that, where's this here coming from? It's coming in a way that I think is surprising us because we've had so many like false starts, right? Like we've had so many false starts, that we're like, is this really going to be it? But it really is, guys. I'm so excited. And like I said, this build towards 2026, like this last quarter of 2025 is, and it's really setting us up for a really beautiful, abundant 2026. And I know we all friggin' deserve it, don't we? We all friggin' deserve it. So let's see what this weekly cards have to say. So again, this is a 7-day forecast general reading of what we can expect between today, the 8th, and next Sunday. Next Sunday, that is the 14th. All right. Oh, very good. So there are some positive. Oh, all right. So I almost wanted to go to relationships, but they are kind of expanding it to like heart chakra, meaning like things that fill you up, what brings you joy. There's a lot of harmony coming in. It's almost been a long time. They're saying almost about almost 5 years where we really felt like that, like almost unapologetic joy, that unapologetic joy, that want, that desire to plan for the future, to get things on the books, to create, even, you know, as simple as getting a little artsy or doing a little crafting. The creativity has been really muted over the last 5 years. And so they're showing that this is coming in as an increase, okay? This is coming in an increase for you, and that there is something in your creative endeavor, and then your passion, so your heart chakra, that is really filling up. It's coming in as an answered prayer, okay? And so for some, this is new love. For some, this is pregnancies and babies and puppies and new jobs and new homes and new beginnings. Some of you, it is rediscovering yourself, right? Finding time, carving out time, having creative endeavors, whether you love to write or you love to paint or you love to craft or you love to create in your own special ways. This is really coming in this upswing and it's really filling you up. There's also almost this freedom where um, we have been so in scarcity mindset. And I know almost everybody, when we hear the word scarcity, we think money, right? But really, scarcity comes up in everything of like not enough. There's not enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough money. There's not enough opportunities. There's not enough men or women or homes on the market or whatever it is, right? All of a sudden, we are moving into abundance. We're moving into all of a sudden we have. All of a sudden there is enough, which is a wonderful mindset. And really, it's showing that because of divine timing, everything is lining up for ourselves. Okay, so it wasn't the time before, but now it is the time, and we're seeing things coming in with a lot more ease. And so there's a lot of kind of like magic feeling that's connected to it, which I really, really love, which has come true, dreams become reality, magical time in life, good fortune, faith in the universe, that all is well. So really a lot of reassurance. This shift in energy, I think, is welcomed welcomed by everyone. Okay. Um, for some, oh, and all ages. Okay, for some that we do have, we want to reference the children. Okay, so whether you are wanting children, whether we are pregnant, we have young children, or our children are adults, there is the 9 of Earth that's coming out, which is showing that there's something that we're worried about. There's something that we were kind of very back and forth, unsure about, trying not to borrow trouble, trying not to bring in so much worry, but it really does feel like the solutions and the positive outcomes are coming out. Okay. This is kind of getting to the other side of things. It's almost like, I mean, you have to think of it, just because they are our children, they are their own individual souls, right? And so everything that you're feeling, every time the moon affects you, every time the eclipses affect you, every crazy thing that has happened energetically, it affects them too. They are their own being, right? And I think that sometimes we forget that. And so there is a lot of lightness that's coming in, a lot of positive outcomes, a lot of good news. And it almost feels like we're on dry land after, kind of trying to stay above water for so long. So this is really coming in a beautiful way. Also, another way of interpreting that they're saying as well is that inner child work. There's some of you have been really leaning into your shadows, really leaning into your um, inner child work. There's been a lot of past stuff that's coming up. This is starting to stabilize as well. I think, with this full moon bringing up a lot of relationship stuff, family stuff, even from your childhood, this is coming in, and it's coming in a positive way, in the sense that the lessons are being learned and we get to move on out of this kind of cantankerous energy and this worrisome energy. They're also wanting you to trust within. And so, with this kind of, it really does feel like the energy is getting more stable, right? And so, as we're feeling more like ourselves, as we're feeling familiar within in ourselves again, it's a really wonderful time to refocus on self, because you have been trying to survive, and because we have been trying to keep everybody that we love afloat through this time. Some of our habits that bring us joy may have fallen away. Maybe we're not exercising as much. Maybe we're not making our home cooked meals. Maybe we have been putting off things that bring us joy, socializing, decluttering, cooking, whatever it is. There is almost this refocus. So it's really kind of beautiful, because it's showing how maybe before you may have shown up a little bit like you were questioning yourself. Now, as we revisit back to this kind of more familiar routine, you really do see how much you have grown, because you're showing it up in a more confident, secure state. And that is really why all the struggles and challenges we went through in the last 5 to 8 years has happened. It's because that is what was needed to elevate you to who you are now. That is what had to happen, so that you learn the lessons that then presented to be this new version of yourself as you're walking into this new season where we are then receiving. And so, um, you know, really, it was very difficult. I'm trying to crack a joke, but I'm like, you know what? Like, that was so hard. That was just so hard, right? And so it's just like, be so proud of yourself. Be so proud of yourself, and take some time to reflect on how far you've come. The last 5 to 8 years have been crazy, right? And for different reasons, and it's been very much piled one thing on top of the other, and you rose to it every single time, right? You're still here, you're still working, you're still working on self, working and showing up. And so it's something that I really want you to be very proud of, and to even take the time to reflect how far you've come, and reflect how much has happened in that time span, and how much has happened in the lessons, because we almost forget, right? Like, we almost forget, because it was just one thing after another for so long. Okay, there's the balance card, and I love this, and I feel this. It still feels like we're going to be busy. It's not that we're not going to be busy. This balance card does not mean nothingness. It means that life is becoming easier to manage. That seems to be more of this ebb and flow, where everything was so extreme. It was very high highs and very low lows. Now we're kind of moving into more of a space where we can kind of go, okay, right, here we go, right? And it's easier to maintain our sanity. It's easier to maintain our goals, and even just managing the home or your schedule or your to-do list, right? Everything went from being completely overwhelming and completely not being able to manage into, okay, here we go. Because one, the struggles have also taught us what really matters, right? And so there is less putting our time and energy on stuff that just doesn't freaking matter. So that is something that's very helpful. But it's nice to kind of see clarity. I know, especially as so many have already seen clarity. But I would say by the end of September, everybody's going to know exactly what the rest of the year looks like, what we're working towards, where we're going, where it's been very foggy of trying to get that direction. So that's coming in, and that also helps with balance. And remember that compromise provides success. And so okay, they're also saying, like, for some, the goals and your ideas and where you thought you were going, or how you thought you were getting there, or what it was going to look like, that was assumptions. That was not aligned with reality. And so it's okay to let go of some of those ideals. It's okay to go, you know what? This is really what really serves me right now. I'm going this route, right? And so don't ever hesitate in shifting directions or shifting gears, because that's coming in as well. And that is, one, going to create more balance, but it's also you having the confidence to prioritize what matters to you in this moment, which I think is the most superb reflection of all the hard work, inner work that you have been doing, right? Is to be like, you know what? I'm going to do what I feel is right for me. Boom, mic drop, right? Instead of going, should I, shouldn't I? What do you think? Do you think I should? I don't know. Is that going to upset them? Right? That sense of clarity, that sense of firmness, that sense of confidence, that's what they're talking about. That's really what we have learned so much over the years. Okay? And there's a victory card. There is an unexpected, exciting opportunity, invitation, or experience that's coming in. I want to say Friday for some, but we'll say it in a general sense between now and the 14th. But there is something that's coming in that's making us really excited. Like, this would be something, if it lines up, that is really going to be worthwhile and a very positive opportunity to say yes to, right? Like, we want to say yes, but we are like, it's one of those things of like, well, let's make sure that we can do it. Let's make sure that we can line it up. That feels like it's coming in. Oh, there it is. She's lining up. All right. And so this is something that is going to be very positive. I also want to say social invites are kind of on the upswing, and it would be good for you to do more. Okay. And so don't hesitate on, reconsidering, or if we automatically just go, well, no, I'm going to be tired. Maybe doing something new, maybe joining a new class, something along those lines, to maybe go out for supper, whatever it is. I think that it is important that we do start saying yes to different experiences, because that's going to bring in some lightness that is needed. But for this is something that's exciting. It's for some it's going to be expected. Some of you are waiting to hear those results, or the outcomes. Am I getting the job? Am I getting the house? That type of thing. Lots of excitement, victory, success, celebration. But for some, there's going to be this like surprise, right? This kind of like, oh my God, that would be awesome. Whether we're going to travel, or there's a new opportunity, or there is a new experience coming in, an exciting invitation, whatever it is coming in a very positive way. I also feel like the timing is perfect, because it's like we're already feeling a little bit lighter. We're feeling a little bit excited to get going. But like this is just getting us pumped. This is really reflecting the energy that you're in, the newness that we're feeling, which feels really good. And I think that's very exciting. This is quite literally the end of struggle season, okay? The end of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcomed relief, finding your way to a peaceful place. That is what this month is about, but more specifically the next 2 weeks. Like like the when I say we've made it, it literally makes my eyes well, because it has been so challenging for each and every one of us for different reasons, but we have all been going through it. And it's just so nice. It's so nice to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's so nice. I love watching people receive their blessings, right? And so like, I even say, for an example, on my own private social media, seeing someone being like, "Ooh, we got engaged," or "Ooh, I got this job," and I'm just like, "Of course you did," because that's what's happening for all of us. And I get so excited for everyone. I love watching everyone. You know, I respect when we're in it and we're doing the work, and I see you doing the work. And I don't think that we acknowledge that nearly as often as we should, right? And I see you going through it. I see that this is challenging for you. And then you start seeing them coming out the other side of it, and you start seeing them winning, and it's just like, yes! I love it so much. I love it so much. There's definitely a change in the energy, being lighter. I can breathe again. Absolutely. Absolutely, and that's exactly it. And like you say, for some of us, it may not be materialistic changes, right? But all of a sudden, I feel happier. I'm better. All of a sudden, there's money at the after the bills are paid. All of a sudden, there's an opportunity for an extra shift, or there's an opportunity for someone to stop by, or just like, again, it's like we're living again, which is so nice. And I think that we have been stagnant for so long that it's kind of like we were losing hope as a whole. There was lack of hope. And so this lightness that's coming in, we are all in dire need of it. In dire need of it. But that looks like a wonderful week. I am going to remind you that the Connecting with Your Spirit Guide 6-week online class starts this Wednesday. If you have already signed up, look for the link to our private Facebook group. Emails have been sent multiple times. There's 2 people that I can't find or get a hold of. Emails have been sent. If you signed up and you didn't get the link, please message me. 2 Messages from Spirit online experience, gallery style reading on September 18th. So that's what's on the agenda coming in this week. All the information is on my website. TikTok, watch out for scammers. They be scamming real good. I will never message you. I will never ask for money. There is only one way that you can book with me, and that is not through TikTok. Okay. And Facebook, I love you, and we'll be back next week with your weekly guidance. Have a great week, everyone.